Damn, I just missed the gameplay. Well, we're going to run a little bit more of gameplay. And during it, I'd like to invite a special guest from the Blizzard Classics team. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Let me turn up his mic and invite him on if you're ready now. So allow me to introduce you, Nicholas Louie from the Blizzard Classic Games team. He's on the development team. Let me put the webcam somewhere where we can see both of us. Let's see, does this work? There's a look at this this one. There we go. I think that has.
I think that'll do it.
That'll do, right? So firstly, question to chat. Can you guys hear him?
Testing. Can you guys hear me? Still too low. No, lower, better.
That's a delay. Yeah, we're good now.
All right, we're good. We did it.
Hey, welcome, Nicholas. Thanks for joining me here on the stream.
Well, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. You know, here I am, just being a guest at BlizzCon, and boy, do you guys suddenly announce Warcraft 3 Reforged. Now, you've been sitting on that announcement for a long time, but you've been working behind the scenes, and now finally, when you can announce this, what does it feel like?
Yeah, you know, it's been tough keeping this under wraps for so long. You know, we're in all the communities we've been following you guys. We know that you guys have been hoping for something like this for a long time, and we're just excited to finally be able to announce it.
Yeah, and that time is here now, and you know we're doing some playthroughs, and we've got a human campaign mission here to play. We've got a lot of people watching at home. Music's still too loud. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. We've got a lot of people watching here. They may have questions, so I'll just keep one eye on the chat and one eye on you from time to time. But I know there's some themes that we probably want to go through as well. So I have a few questions written down.
Go for it. So I see one in there that looks something about players playing with Classic, Reforged players playing with Classic.
Yeah, can they play against each other?
Yeah, absolutely. Very similar to what we have for SCR. Players who have Classic Warcraft 3 will be able to play Reforged players in the same ladder.
Right, because you've of course this is your second remaster, right? So you've tried out things with StarCraft Remaster, and this is something that you like. Reforged playing against Classic, being able to switch back and forth these, if you so choose, in terms of graphics and audio, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's really important to us that players who prefer the original graphics be able to still play with players, you know, enjoying the HD graphics. We're trying to avoid fragmenting, you know, the community.
Yeah, sounds good. And you know, a lot of people have questions about the world editor. Pete Stilwell just now on stage, he was saying, the Warcraft 3 world editor has spawned entire new game genres with what people have been able to make with it. So
yeah,
what do you have to say about the editor?
We've got some really big things planned for the world editor. We love what the community has done with it. You know, the editor is it's nearly limitless in its potential. But there's some creative solutions that the community has come up with to expand on what the editor can do, and we're looking at those expansions for inspiration and additional things we can add to the editor.
So what is your philosophy when you think, all right, here we are working on Reforged, working on Warcraft 3 again, what are we going to do with the editor? What's your starting point? What are like the tenets that you try to adhere to?
There's not a lot I can go into detail about right now, but as I'd mentioned, we're looking at some of the big fan editions for inspiration, for tools that will make the base world editor you know, a better experience for map makers, provide them with more options, more tools.
So one thing that we're looking at, let me actually take one thing that we're looking at, the UI. It looked quite different here in the game. It's smaller. Is that its final look?
Oh, absolutely not. No. We're definitely iterating on the UI. We definitely want something a little more modern, a little more streamlined, but we're absolutely open to feedback on the UI. This is just what we had to show. This was an option we had to show for BlizzCon.
All right, cool. Let's see. How creepy are the human children in this version? Little Jimmy, you want to know? What did you do to little Jimmy?
Little Timmy is a
Timmy.
Little Timmy is a favorite at Blizzard at Classic Games. I don't know how creepy he's going to be post Reforged, but you know, we'll see.
Is that the little boy that's like, I'm 4?
Yeah, that's him. That's good old little Timmy.
Little Timmy. An actual Dreadlord in disguise.
Confirmed.
Is it even on the same engine?
Yes, it is on the same engine. Yeah, it's definitely on the same engine.
Have you had to go back and change any parts of the engine that may not have ported to current wishes as easily?
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges that comes with bringing in these high res, high fidelity models into an older game engine like Warcraft 3. But we're up to the challenge.
Will it be on the Battlenet launcher?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. You will be able to launch Warcraft 3 Reforged from the Battlenet platform.
Boys, we're in! We've made it!
You'll enjoy all the normal features that come with Battlenet. You'll have all the social stuff. You'll be able to use Battlenet's built-in voice chat.
Will I be able to right-click trolls that send me messages in-game?
We will
by muting.
we'll have all the standard reporting options.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That will be very useful, won't it, guys? Will there be an ELO system? Any ladder revamps?
We're definitely looking to revamp the ladder system. Again, I don't really have any details, but that is in the works.
Yeah. So you're going over different options, different things that would be healthy for Warcraft. I can only imagine.
Absolutely.
Because just from the top of my head, there have been different ladder systems already since I've been playing it, since 2003. And new systems come up, and I hope you find a good one that works well.
Yeah, we're like I mentioned earlier, we're following the community closely. We're keeping an eye on what systems people really enjoy, what works, what doesn't work.
Sure, yeah, that's nice. Let's see. Cutscenes, yes. We've seen one new cutscene just now. Are there any plans for some of the other cutscenes potentially?
So we are planning to remaster all of the in-game cutscenes.
Wow.
That's something that we've been going back and forth on for the last, for several months now. But you can expect more of what you saw Grubby playing in the demo.
And some of the music, like, are we going to have any of the music remastered? Did you find any old files that are able to be played in higher fidelity?
Yeah, so we actually did dig up all the original audio. We are we are higher up-resing, whatever the term is for audio.
Up-resing works for me.
Up-resing for audio, yeah. We'll have all of that at higher fidelity.
Nice.
I saw one about when did development start.
Oh, you're good at reading. I can't read it that fast.
Let me think. I want to say, well, I mean, it's been kind of running in parallel since we, sort of picked up and started patching Warcraft 3 again. So. Okay,
so a year.
Yeah,
or
about
so.
a year. I saw something about port 6112. Yeah, that won't be a thing anymore very soon.
So how did you fix that one? Did you just go in and open port 6112 for everyone?
I'm not a server engineer, but yeah, that. Oh, it's running right now.
Oh yeah.
That's something that'll be resolved real soon.
Yeah. So for those of you who are watching this Warcraft 3 Reforged announcement, and you're like, hey, I used to play that game, or maybe, hey, I should have played that game, or maybe I'll play it soon. Warcraft 3, when you're trying to host games for friends, custom games or AT, we've had this old technology where you need to go and open a port on your router settings in order to try and get a friend in, and soon that won't be necessary anymore. So these kind of things is what I'm excited about. It's because the accessibility will go up. TFT included.
Yes, Reforged includes both original campaigns, Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne.
Very nice. Are all their heroes available? I don't know what that means. I guess they'll be available when you train a town hall on an altar. You can make a hero, and then a keep. You can make a second hero. Some people are wondering what's going to happen with balance. You've had a few balance passovers until now. Are you going to keep that up?
Yeah, the plan is absolutely to continue making balance tweaks up through Reforge's announce and after Reforge's announce. We're really excited to see the meta evolve and change and see what you guys can do with units that are getting some tweaks to make them a little more competitive and see the meta evolve.
Yeah, I mean, I personally just started using more shamans in order to try and counter some Keeper of the Grove play, some Hair Tinters as well, newly buffed units. We're seeing a lot more mountain giants. We're seeing more Hippogriff Riders, units that haven't seen much light of day. A little bit too much Keeper of the Grove, but I think you guys have been busy with preparing the BlizzCon announcement, so it's good to know that it's you know, an evolving project as well.
Yeah, we really depend on you guys giving feedback. You know, we're following all the major community hubs, but you know, our official forums, of course, is the best place. But yeah, give us whatever feedback you have.
Someone is asking about the hero skins. Just now in the keynote with Pete Stillwell, we saw the crowd didn't react much, so maybe not everyone got it. Pete was talking about, you know, generally the crowd was very excited, but to that particular note, didn't talk much about it. He said Jaina's going to mount a horse and play as the Archmage from the human race. So that's a skin?
So currently, when you play Melee, you get, if you build a Paladin, you have basically Uther. Uther with a team color applied to him.
Right.
For Reforged, don't really have details to go into right now as far as how it's going to work, but we're going to open up these options so that you can, maybe you want to play as Uther one time, and then maybe the next time you want to play as Paladin, maybe the next time you want to play as, as Arthas, maybe the time after that you want to play as Arthas with Frostmourne.
Okay.
Maybe when you pick Archmage, you want to play as Antonidas, or play as Jaina, or play as someone else. You know, the sky's the limit.
All right, a lot of cool new eye candy for players to look into.
So I missed your first playthrough. Did you thoroughly explore the map?
Yeah. Well, you know, is there anything I missed? Let's put it like that.
Well, give it a shot, and we'll see.
We came across a Necromancer and an Abomination.
I don't know if did you guys notice who that Necromancer was?
I must admit, I'm going to turn up the volume just a bit. I haven't heard his name before. Null Ram something?
It's Salram.
Salram.
And I can already tell you, maybe we should go back and explore outside Stratholme a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
So do you remember what used to be outside of Stratholme?
Humans?
There were some bandits.
Oh, bandits.
Yeah.
Sound plan.
So that was in the top right. Yeah, used to start at the top right of the map. Yeah, chat knows, of course. Chat always knows. Bandit Camp.
Chat doesn't miss
I've
anything.
been waiting for you, young prince. I am Mal'Ganis.
When will it go live? Saying 2019. Can you set your own custom hotkeys?
I'm here to help.
A
sound plan.
I would suggest maybe taking a look at SCR and give you some ideas of what we have planned for Reforged.
Right, so in Warcraft 3, I just want to show people this grunt because it's the first time they see a grunt.
A sound plan.
Job's done.
I'm not going to kill him. I think that grunt is too beautiful.
He's too pretty to die.
Let me zoom in a bit on him.
Small losses, Grubby. Small losses.
Look, guys, grunts are still left-handed. This is small losses in order to see the grunt wreak more havoc.
Orders.
That's nice. I had no idea there was an orc on this campaign map.
Upgrade.
Yeah, it looks like the Stratholme has stepped up its patrols and driven out the bandits, but now there's some lost orcs nearby.
So there were humans. I was half right. And now they're orcs. Yeah, so about selecting more than 12 units, that's something that right now it's like that. But they want feedback on everything, right?
Yeah, that ties into not messing with gameplay too much, but you know, at this point, anything's possible.
What do you need?
People are wondering about custom games. So custom games, first of all, one of the great things, of course, is that now with the port forwarding no longer being manually necessary, it's just going to be easier to create host games and to have people join them. The map editor functionality is going to be expanded, from what I understand, so that people can do more stuff with more modern capabilities, but you don't want to say everything about it yet.
Yeah, we are super excited to see what the community is going to do with the expanded map editor, with this suite of amazing HD graphics, you know, HD units.
Of course. For honor. Of course.
You know, the graphics should, the updated models should work pretty seamlessly with custom maps.
Nice. Some people, so the grunt just now when he died, guys, you saw the fountain of blood spiraling out of it. I feel sorry for him, you know. As an orc, I didn't mean to do that, but he was carrying some loot, so it's okay. The ends justify the means, as we know. If sometimes you see an animation not fully like there yet, for human, for example, like maybe you didn't see as much blood as you might expect in a grunt, is that because that animation isn't ready yet?
Yeah. Especially the effects and the particles.
Is there danger?
That's still very work in progress. I mean, everything is very work in progress still, but things like blood and some of the spell effects, I've only gotten a couple passes.
Right. Okay.
Of course.
Here's some headhunters of the Dark Spear tribe. Will there be Linux support?
Cannot comment.
I'm here to help.
We've made it to tier 3. Let's make some more knights. Let's get some upgrades. Morganos has quite a big head start on taking down some villagers. So we're going to go queue up and kill a few houses.
Go and dispense mercy.
Disconnect and reconnect feature.
All right.
Well, a disconnect feature, you already have it. It's called pulling the plug. If you're losing, that's an old classic in multiplayer games. In SC, oh, I forgot a tome.
Is there danger?
Some things never change. Small losses, guys. Reconnect feature, any possibility, anything you can say?
So
about
we are looking for ways to improve the multiplayer Battlenet experience. Reconnect feature is something we're definitely looking into.
You don't want to commit clearly,
yeah,
but it's something you would like to do. All right.
Yeah, I don't really have any details about that.
So that's the thing with these kind of interviews, guys. They're here to talk to us and unveil some of the things they've been working on, but they're not always allowed to talk about everything. But it's cool to get that kind of transparency. Our tournament's planned. I'm pretty sure they would have said something.
Well, we're much like the ladder system. We're looking at revamping the tournament system.
We had those automated tournaments.
Yep, I loved me some automated tournaments. Yeah. I would plan my week around them.
All right, so you're looking at what you're going to be doing with that.
Definitely.
All right.
I'm here to help.
Job's done.
The peasant did not drop the wood when building. Well, they never do.
Off I go
let's see.
then. What?
Oh, you mean like the fact that he's still carrying the lumber as he's building? I think they always used to.
Yeah, they do. They did. Peasants are really strong.
Like, you think you just put it down for a sec as you work on it. Another thing I noticed when playing through is like when you start building the farm, it looks like it's almost done with a bit of scaffolding. Is that just a concession to not having the full degrees of animation?
Yeah, that's just one of the unfortunate side effects of things being,
Is there danger?
really work in progress.
Sure.
Certainly.
Someone said, show Militia, please.
What
You
is
do
it?
that.
Horses
Oh, the
are
Militia
under
are actually
attack.
some of my favorites.
And they've
the-
got
for the
this.
humans.
It's got this kind of
Off
weak
I go
wooden
then.
shield. Pretty cool
Right
animation.
then.
They used to have this round wooden buckler,
await
right,
your
with a kind of
command.
mace thing. Now I can see they have a
Yes,
sword.
Have them attack something.
No one else available.
Oh, he's got different animations
Yes,
of
me
attack,
lord.
huh?
That's it. I'm dead.
The stabbing, the overhand swing. 2 different animations. Cool.
Is there danger? Of course. For honor.
Is it a remaster or a remake? Well, technically it's a Reforged, isn't it?
That is correct. Yeah.
Justice.
Reforged is it is a remaster, but it's going to be much more.
So the question is always, what do people think a remaster means?
Right.
If you ask 100 people, they'll probably come with like 100 exact different answers. What about the founding of Durotar?
The founding of Durotar will definitely get an overhaul similar to what the campaigns are getting.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Justice.
What about matchmaking? So that one was just answered already, right? Like they're looking at matchmaking and the ladder system and popular ELO systems and so on.
The light is my strength.
Where are they looking for feedback?
Like I mentioned, any place
I
where
stand
you guys
for
are
the
gathering to discuss Warcraft 3, our official forums is a great place to start.
So where did they get to the official forums? Battlenet?
That is a great question. Yes, Battle.net. I don't have the exact address. I don't know the address off the top of my head. There's a classic game section of Battle.net.
Battle.net classic game sections. Got it. Do you guys ever read like Reddit or something?
Yeah, we keep an eye on Reddit. We keep an eye on Discord.
Send some knights to defense. The new portrait is awesome. Yeah, I like that one very much as well. It's like Arthas is green screened, the same as a Twitch streamer green screens himself. You no longer have like the border.
Yeah, it's a
Pretty
good place for you to put the streamer portrait.
The new webcam. Yeah. Of course, here we've got the whole cutout, but like, yeah, when we're playing it later at home. Let's get a scroll protection up in here.
Justice shall be done.
Will there be Tavern Heroes? Yeah, we're going to be remastering all of the campaign and melee units, heroes and units.
Of course. A sound
To repeat
plan.
for my sake?
Oh, I think I saw one of the questions was, are we remaking the Tavern Heroes? Yeah, we will be remaking all the all of the
graphics,
heroes.
right?
Yes, yeah.
Justice shall be done.
So this is the old Reign of Chaos items, guys, because this is a Reign of Chaos map. So you've got one of negation and stuff.
I'm here to help.
Unit
Certainly.
pathing changed,
Of course.
someone asked.
A sound plan.
complete.
From what I understand, you want to keep the multiplayer as similar as possible. Surrounds and pathing and,
Yeah,
and body
definitely.
blocking, or exactly the same.
Yes, yeah. That's the plan. The plan is to not touch
The light
melee
is my
gameplay,
strength.
or to touch it as little as possible.
Of course.
But you know, we're open to feedback. We're open to, you know, what does the community really want?
Frozen Throne is also being remastered. Yes, second pick. Is the storyline the same? Good question, actually, because after Warcraft 3, many things happened in World of Warcraft. They share an engine, they share a world. What's going to happen there?
So we
Justice
are.
shall be done.
We're definitely going to focus on honoring the story of Warcraft 3. But as you mentioned, a lot of things happened in WoW. And wherever it makes sense, we're going to be looking to heal up
I'm
any
here to help.
maybe confusion between the story of Warcraft 3
A
and
sound plan.
WoW. And we're really looking to build up maybe some of the characters that you know, grew up in WoW, that back when Warcraft 3 was being developed, we never knew that they were going to be, you know, such huge fan
Justice
favorites
shall
and,
be done.
and core to the
sound
story of
plan.
WoW.
Yeah.
For my father, the king.
What about clans? So clans are a possibility on the current Warcraft 3, but new BNet, as far as I know, none of the games have clans.
Yeah, that's one that I can't comment on.
We want
unfortunately.
clans.
Well, that's, you know what, you make sure that the dev team knows beyond me. Voice your feedback on official forums on Reddit.
Will they redo the sound effects and music?
here
So
to
all of the audio
Of
is going to
course.
get at a minimum an up
Certainly.
qualitying, up-resing. We will be re-recording the voice acting. We're going to be bringing in voice actors, the WoW versions of the voice actors that are really well known and popular. As far as, what was the second part of that question?
I think that's it.
Okay, there you go.
So,
The light is my strength.
and then, of course, WoW people that are going to be trying out Warcraft 3, they'll recognize their voice actors. If there is a chance that some people don't like the new voices, are they going to be able to use the old audio?
Yeah, well, the SD audio sound voices will still be, they'll still be in the game. We're not removing them.
I live once more.
Because I know in StarCraft Remastered, you could switch back and forth between different graphics, for instance. Maybe you could have something like that?
Yeah, I can't comment on what the switching will be like or how it will feel, but the SD campaign, the SD graphics, the SD sound will still be there.
All right.
Yes, I saw the Arthas versus Illidan fight will be getting a remastering, a reforging.
Oh, nice. Are there achievements? Someone asked.
There will be some kind of achievement system.
Will hotkeys be customizable natively?
Yes.
So in the current version, if you want to this is like something I'm so excited about. Is people ask me about hotkeys, and I'm like, believe it or not, but you have to go to your gameplay settings.
Yeah, I'm aware of the hotkey system in Warcraft 3.
Yeah, and then like you go to a text file and like
so it's a little unwieldy, just a little.
I don't mind, right? Like I'm used to it, but I get that someone new comes in and is like, oh, you know, that's a little unintuitive. So we're in 2018 now. People are gonna have a better UI/console to do their hotkeys, is what you're saying.
Yes. Again, I would look toward what we did for SCR as an example of what that might look like.
And so the inventory hotkeys, they've always corresponded to a grid on your numpad. They used to be numpad 7, 8, 4, 5, 1, and 2. In this current UI, you've got a horizontal display of inventory, so they correspond to that grid. But you've never been able to change those hotkeys without third-party programs, which are not officially supported. So will people also be able to remap their inventory items, for example, to their mouse?
Absolutely. Well, I don't have any details.
Or a different place on the keyboard.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to any chance we have to improve the user's experience, their ability to actually play the game.
Nice, very nice. So isn't the beta the current version of the game by now?
Oh,
is there gonna be a beta of Reforged?
There will be a beta. I wouldn't call the BlizzCon demo a beta. This is definitely pre-beta.
All right. So you just wanted to show us earlier what you're working on.
We wanted you guys to have a chance to see a slice of what we've been working on, to finally let the cat out of the bag so we can start talking about it with you.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much from myself, my followers as well, and people that are tuning in here to check this out. Any release date estimated? Someone asked.
2019.
All right, that's
only a year away.
365 days, so that could be in less than 2 months, or it could be in 13 and a half. All right, fair enough.
The editor will be an improved version of what is currently in for Warcraft 3.
An improved version of the current editor.
Yes.
All right. Is the whole campaign going to be revoiced? Not sure yet, but they're bringing a new voice work, right?
Yeah.
Looks great, improved and polished. Remastered cinematics. We have already had a yes on that. Will we still get icons after certain wins?
That's something that we're discussing. It ties into the remaking the ladder system.
All right.
I remember fondly unlocking my what was the tournament win portrait?
Oh, yeah,
I think was it the Infernal?
Possibly. Oh yeah, if you got like enough tournament wins.
Yeah, I remember unlocking that, and that was like one of the hypest moments of my teenage years.
That was sick. Will other languages be revoiced as well?
Yes. Yeah, we're actually re-recording everything in. I don't remember if it's. I want to say it's either 13 or 15 languages, which is significantly more than Warcraft 3 was originally available in. I think originally it was only 6 or 7.
That's a lot of trabajo.
It's a lot of yes, it's a lot of work.
Is trabajo terminado yet? Work complete? Or?
No. No, definitely not.
Okay. Of course, that goes for everything, right?
Yeah.
I just remember one time I went to a Warcraft tournament in Spain, in Valencia, and they didn't have the English versions of Warcraft 3, which as pro gamers usually we ask for it. Because, an item drops. Am I going to risk my hero for a Scourge Bone Chimes?
Right.
Or is it just a puny belt of giant strength? But you can't see it unless you know your Spanish. Right. And, of course, the orc units kept talking to me. Trabajo, trabajo terminado. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool, but it's also very different.
Yeah, no, we're excited about the expanded language options. It's I know a lot of players have gotten used to playing in English because their language just wasn't available.
Like
but
Korean wasn't available, right?
Yeah,
Chinese.
Yeah. But that will all change with Reforged.
Oh, very nice for them. Maybe next time I play Warcraft 3 on stream, I'm gonna be trialing the Korean version. Well, not next time, obviously. Next time it's gonna be as soon as I get back for BlizzCon, and it's gonna be the current version since Reforged isn't out yet. But the next time we stream Reforged here on this channel, gonna be trying out some of those new languages. Will there be official Blizzard tournaments once again? And I think he's talking about esports. Is there anything you can say about that?
I cannot comment on our plans for esports. But I did comment on automated tournaments.
Automated tournaments. You're looking to possibly recreate some version of those.
Yes.
Custom resolutions, ultra-wide support.
Yeah, these are all things that we're excited about. We're looking into it as an option.
Okay, they're aware of it. They're looking at it. In the end, it comes down to prioritization and development time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we really have to choose, figure out which items are going to mean the most to the community and which items are going to really do the most to grow Warcraft 3.
I see. And what do you think is one of the bigger possible, and I'm not saying for everyone, misconceptions people might have about what you guys do behind the scene? Because there's a lot happening under the hood, and sometimes people will be like, why don't you just do this? Lol.
Right.
Would only take me 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I think the biggest misconception is that classic games is just a layer of paint on the game. We're definitely doing much more than that with Warcraft 3, and the other one would be what you mentioned, that it's just as simple as changing this thing. Well, sometimes changing that thing is going to alter the game in a way that doesn't work for a chunk of the population. And we're really about making the changes that do the most for the biggest portion of the community we can affect.
So someone's favorite change may not be for the greater good.
Right.
Other times you make a change, something might break.
Right.
And you have to fix that. And you've got multiple different, of course, always parties that need to look at any change that's happening, UI, development, balance design, and so on, right?
Yeah.
Will we be able to watch all the replays?
Replays, I don't have details on. I know there's replays are kind of fragile in terms of how the game handles loading older replays patch to patch. Don't have any details right now.
All right. I saw a single-player campaign pro gamer in chat. He said, will you make the campaigns any more difficult? They are all too easy.
Single-player campaign pro gamer.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, because he's saying the campaigns are too hard, and I just lost on normal mode. Now, of course, I had mostly eyes for you, but still.
Yeah, we talked about AI earlier, and it's something that is it's not off the table.
All right. I'm aware that there may be a number of people that have just tuned in that may not have seen the game yet. So I'd like to use the last 7 minutes I have or so to just take them through the culling of Stratholme one more time.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to talk about what we're going through. You just showed us the orc, so I'm going to play with a little bit more focus and deal with what they probably want to see.
Sure, yeah. And is everyone aware of what's going on here in the culling?
The culling of Stratholme, of course.
I always enjoy hearing your summary of Warcraft lore. So let's hear it.
I'll do a serious one this time.
Okay.
The culling of Stratholme is where Arthas and his companions, Uther and Jaina. Jaina, his near girlfriend, not quite, and Uther is mentor, paladin of the Silver Hand. They make it here because they followed
These
a
people
problem.
have all been infected.
Poisoned
They may
grain
look fine
shipments
now,
have come to this
It's just
city,
a
and
matter of time
they're
before they turn into the undead.
infecting the peasants. So Arthas'
how
great
the city
idea
must be
is to
purged.
stop the
What?
infection before it spreads.
How can you even
if they can just
consider that?
kill all the villagers
There's
before
got
they
to be
turn
some
undead.
other way. Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
Then maybe he can
You
stop
are
the
not
undead
my
scourge from
king
spreading.
yet, boy. Nor would
turn
I
the
obey
sound up
that
a bit.
command even if you were. Then I must consider this an act of treason. Treason? Have you lost your mind, Arthas? Have I? Lord Uther, by my right of succession and the sovereignty of my crown, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Arthas, you can't
It's
just...
done! Those of you who have the will to save this land, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my sight.
You've just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
Well, I would say that you nailed the summary. Very well done.
I wanted to let them talk a bit more, otherwise I would have explained more. So the FPS, as you guys can see, /FPS, everyone can do that on current Warcraft 3 as well. It's not where it should be. In an ideal world, and I think this is the best one we have, I'd like to see you guys go to a different universe and find a better one. Haha! You can't, can you? In an ideal world, we would have 60 or 200 FPS, and I'm sure that will be possible. And I've tested this game yesterday, and it was fine. Like it ran really smoothly. There are feedback points, of course, and I'm giving them to Blizzard as well, and you guys should give them to Blizzard on the official forums or Reddit. Warcraft 3 Reddit works as well. This FPS is not what it's going to be. It's just like a showroom complication, and we don't have enough time to fix it. So look, if you can. Some guy or girl is like, I can. Okay, good. If you can, look beyond the low FPS and let's look at the graphics. You will note that you can zoom in more than before to look at the 3D models.
Of course.
There's more shine on the armor. Wood looks more like wood. The graphics are different.
I'm here to help.
Do you like it? Do you love it? Tell them. Do you not love it? Tell them as well. They need to hear these things. They have been working on the game for a year. And they're going to be working on it for a long time more to come. And Warcraft Reforged is planned sometime in 2019.
Of course.
But tell them what you think.
Justice shall be done.
So someone asked, how is the pathing? The goal is to change nothing or almost nothing about the multiplayer and melee experience. Wait, let's let Morganis talk. One sec.
I am Mal'Ganis. As you can see, your people are now mine. I will now turn this city household by household until the flame of life has been snuffed out forever.
I won't allow it, Mal'Ganis. Better that these people die by my hand than serve as your slaves in death.
Zoom in on that. Turn down the sound a bit again. Love that Mal'Ganis voice. Oh, he went into the Fog of War. Yeah, the goal with the multiplayer and the melee experience, as has already been explained, is to
Justice shall be done.
have it remain unchanged pretty much, except in such cases where that might be healthy to change. For example, they've been doing some balance changes. Do you like those? Do you not? I'm sure we'll talk about those. We love talking about balance as Warcraft 3 players. The UI, as you can see, currently is different. This may not be the final version. Inventory in a different place, as you can see. The portrait of the hero. Stratum itself has been changed a bit as well.
Have you been to the left yet?
Where exactly?
Go up. Yeah, head that way. Have you been over here?
The castle?
Yeah.
I've been there, but does it do anything, the castle?
Does the stream recognize that area?
The light is my strength.
I'm assuming you need to have some WoW background.
The stream knows everything, so I'm sure someone will call it out.
The Scarlet Cathedral, someone said.
Nailed it.
That is a human castle. Betrayer of the light.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I divine shielded too early, but I TP'd on time.
You had a potion, you would have been fine.
Yeah, that's true. I used the wrong thing. There we go. Use a potion after TPing. So the priest art actually wasn't ready yet, nor was the sorceress. So we don't even have an arcane sanctum, which we did have in the original version of the Culling of Stratham. I'm just gonna take out Morganis, guys. I think we're actually we've run out of time for this particular stream, so there's gonna be someone else that's gonna be taking place here soon. I don't know if we've reached that yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they have.
I'm here to help.
Oh.
For honor. Justice shall be done.
New races? Question mark.
Cannot comment.
Justice shall be done.
Bye, Grubby. Thank you for this. So I'm still here. They have to kick me out.
Sound.
I know my time slot has ended, but if there's no one new yet, then. Why isn't the original Warcraft 3 on the Blizzard store?
Certainly.
The new one is purchasable, right?
Yes, the
So-
original or the new Reforged is available now.
So I'm assuming, I know you didn't know, I'm assuming it would stand to logic that if you get the
here to help.
new version, it would also have you have a CD key that you can play Warcraft 3 now.
Yes.
The old version.
Yes.
I would say that stands to reason. There might be information about that on the website, because otherwise a new Warcraft 3 player could like not start playing that. So
Right.
that would stand to reason. Can we add more items for custom games?
game.
Oh, that's a great one, because we've got a maximum inventory of 6. Is there any chance that with the new map editor, you're making your I have no answer face.
Well,
If you guys like that feature, tell Nicholas and tell his co-developers of the Blizzard Classic
it's
games.
definitely something that we're looking at. I can't comment or make any promises right now, but it's something we've looked at.
We've asked him a lot of questions. Not everything was answerable, but many were. Many more questions can and will be answered over the coming days, weeks, and months, and the coming year. Warcraft 3 Reforged is coming, and that's now a fact that many have speculated at, and many people have badgered me about on stream, but I have not been able to say anything. He has not been able to say anything. The curtains have now dropped, and Warcraft 3 Remastered, called Reforged, is now a fact. What do you want to see in it? What do you like? What don't you like? Give them your feedback, and you can already check it out on playwarcraft3.com, which is in the chat as well. Our time, unfortunately, has run out, but I'm gonna go over and save some more villagers here in the playing area at BlizzCon. Hope you guys had a good time watching this. Yeah. Thank you very much for your
Thanks
time.
for having me.
Under siege.
Nicholas, Grubby, see you guys.